I got this idea for a video from a subscriber who told me that they were dating someone, and in the beginning they didn't really understand what was going on. Like, they thought the person was kind of flirting with them. But then the longer they started going out, they started feeling belittled or put down. This feeling is actually called negging. It's just kind of the I don't know, it's a colloquial term we use when someone that you start dating is very critical, but they do it in a subtle way. It's actually a form of verbal abuse. And when it happens with couples who are married and they end up splitting, they use that as a reason. It's on the divorce decree, if you will, why they're splitting. Is, they call it belittlement or minimalizing someone, or negging them, which is just a form how it comes across to the other person. You're making them feel less than. So it's almost like it can be a form of, you'll see in gaslighting or other toxic forms of abuse, but not always. Sometimes negging is the only thing they do. And it almost seems that in the beginning, it feels like they're trying to flirt with you. And that's what gets you engaged, because they add a lot of humor to it. But it's not humorous, it's abusive. So let's talk about what it looks like. Do you feel belittled or insulted? Are they comparing you unfavorably with others? Does it sound like they're trying to make you doubt yourself? And that's where it gets a little bit more like gaslighting. But examples of it are like disparaging comments. That dress doesn't look good on you. Unwarranted criticism. I can't believe you did that. What were you thinking? Sarcasm. Yeah, right. Like that would ever happen again. You can tell it in the edge of the voice. Usually your gut can feel it before you really register what it is. Undermining your accomplishments. Like if you do something, they'll say something like, well, no one else applied, or something like that. One thing, if you do it to yourself, those are disparaging. Those can open you up to others, disarm others. But when someone that is supposed to care about you does it, then it becomes abusive. Being dismissive or unsupportive of your ideas or your ambitions. Excessive teasing in a negative way. And that's the way I've seen it the most. Withholding positive words or compliments. It's as if they want to control you, and they want you to feel unsure and not confident in who you are. So how to respond to it? First of all, it's important that you remain calm. Understand that this person is beneath you. Don't give them the power that they somehow are better than you. That's why it's important to really nip it fast and get aware of it so you can control what you want to do with this relationship. Speak up. Tell them with your words, when you make jokes at my expense, I feel disrespected and belittled. I don't feel like I can trust you when you talk to me this way. It makes me not want to be around you. And set boundaries. Neggers love people who have blurry boundaries. They go for people pleasers because, remember, they don't feel good about themselves. They probably came from a very toxic environment. So don't give them your boundaries. Do not, let them get away with stuff. If you make a boundary and someone you're dating violates it, that's a clear sign this person is disrespectful and toxic, and end it then. No more dates. But if you're in a real relationship with this person and they start this, then that means they use some sort of a hook to get you in. And now they're going to try this abusive tactic on you to try and control you, and you cannot allow that. Having good boundaries will help prevent that. I think it's important that you seek help if needed. If things like, it's not okay for you to try and make me feel inferior or feel bad about myself in any way, that's a very clear boundary. If they don't respect that kind of talk, then it's time for therapy. Talk to a therapist. Tell them exactly what's going on. And don't forget, when you're seeing therapy, until the therapist really gets aware of what's happening, even if the therapist tells you to leave this person and you do, you're going to have to find healthy ways to cope, because whatever signals you put out to attract this kind of guy, that means you own those, and those are in you. So go back to your coping mechanisms. Take more time for you, less dating for a while, more time to read, more time to do exercises, more time to invest time and energy in you before you go out there looking. I always tell someone, if you're dating and you attract someone toxic, end it. And then go do a self-check-in with yourself. Go to therapy, start reading, take some courses. Get clear about what you're putting out there that is attracting this sort of person. Because sometimes we're putting an energy out that we're not aware of. And the more you put that out, even if you break up with this guy, you'll surely attract another one. If this video is helpful for you, please subscribe. And if you're already a subscriber, thank you so much.